This tutorial covers putting requirements into Canvas modules, what it looks like in Student View, and how to deal with participation grades that don't require a submission. So in a regular module, this is what students see. This doesn't have any requirements in it. There's no circles off to the side. The students really have no way of knowing whether they've completed these modules, whether they've done these assignments, or if they haven't. But I can go in and create requirements that show the kids these circles right here. The kids know then that this is something that has to be done. And when they do it, they will get a little green check mark. To add requirements to a module, click on the three dots at the top of the module and say Edit, and then click Add a Requirement. It defaults to the top of the module, so I know that on this is a page. I want to set a requirement that the students have to view this page. The next is a discussion, so I am going to say that the students have to contribute to this page. The next thing is an in-class performance or project. And in this case, because there is no submission, the way to create a check mark in this is to say that the student has to score at least 1 point. The next requirement and the last one will be for an essay. And so they just need to submit the assignment. And then we're going to say update the module and say relock the modules. Now in the student view, students see a list of assignments with circles in them. And then if they go in and see the page, they'll go in, they look at it. This was the requirement that they had to view this page. Then if we popped back out, go look at their modules again, you'll see now that because they've looked at the page, they have a green check mark there. So in the case of an assignment that does not require a submission, even if the student does it in class and you give them a score, if the requirement is that they have to submit something, they're not going to get their green check mark, which is why I say change it to score at least 1. Obviously, you want to put in some points in it in the first place. But then if the teacher goes in and gives the student more than 1 point, they will see a green check mark there. This allows students to go through the work it allows students to understand how to get through your modules. Another important element in modules is that we can also say students have to do things sequentially, and that would mean that their view now looks like this. They will not be able to do the things that are below, grayed out, until they accomplish the step that they are on. This is such a useful way to have kids go through curriculum, and especially in classes where there are a lot of assignments, having kids go back to their modules and look to see if they have their green check marks is a fantastic way to know if a kid has done everything. So each day I ask my kids to look at their modules and raise their hand if they have all of their green check marks. And they really understand green check marks. That makes sense to them. There's the circle that has no green check mark in it, and then there's a green check mark, and they understand that concept. So I can't recommend that enough.